Hey, Steve at thescooterscoop.com, and today what I want to talk to you about, besides this here irritating sleeve, what's up with that, is video cameras. Now, action cameras or video cameras are great tools to have with you when you're riding around on the scooter or on your motorcycle or what have you. And the reason they're fun is they allow you to relive the experience, share the experience with other people. Sometimes they allow you to do ride analysis, so you can you can illustrate to someone how they're riding or how they're leaning or what's going on. You can document things like rallies and that sort of thing. And so what I'm going to talk about today is a couple of camera options that you could have because it's the holiday season. It's a good time to think about these sorts of things. And what I'm recording right now is video with my webcam. So, but what I'm wanting to show you are a couple of cameras. One is this one, and this is the GoPro Hero HD. This is a very common camera for use on cars, motorcycles, that sort of thing. The quality on this camera is really hard to beat, and this is sort of a de facto standard for action cameras. You know, it comes in this waterproof case, which is very tough. I've only had one friend break one. Mitch was wakeboarding and broke his. But I've used it underwater. I've used this on my scooter before. And this is a really, really good camera. It's nearly perfect with one exception. And that one exception is the user interface has got to be the worst. One of the worst that you can see. Matter of fact, I'm going to try to turn this on and show you what I'm talking about. See, now look right here. See that? 2374, and it has, you know, like it's very cryptic. And then if you want to surf through the menu, what you have to do is hit this button here. And you can set things. Let me see. Well, there's the set button. Well, but basically, it's a really, really clunky to navigate this bad boy. And a matter of fact, it's even frustrating, I would say. In order to do things, to utilize some of the special options of this camera, like changing the resolution, changing the frame rate, you've got to be able to decipher different codes like R1, R2, R3, R4. Granted, some of them are printed here on the back. You see that real quick. But nonetheless, it's really arcane and archaic sort of a user interface. The worst possible interface you can have for something like this, besides no interface at all. So that's where another company comes in, Drift Innovation. Now you see this thing here, and we talked about this some time ago. This is the box that it comes in. And here you can see some of the special features. You know, it comes with a variety of attachments, kind of like the GoPro. You can mount it on the helmet, just like you would expect. Here they're showing it being used for skiers or snowboarders and that sort of thing. And here's some of the stuff that it comes with. And yeah, I mean, besides the cables and the Velcro, which you would see on both models, you've got two outstanding features that I haven't seen on any of these other cameras. One is this, and basically all this is a start-stop controller, a remote control for the Drift X170. So I've got this here, boom. So now when I'm riding, if I know that I only want to capture a short portion, I don't want to take and have to download all the video off the memory card, I can just hit go and stop. Simple as that. And so this is something that you won't see on this particular one here. What you will see it on is, look at that color matching and everything, the X170 from Drift. Now, the other, I mean, way outstanding options about the Drift here is this display. Check it out. I mean, hopefully my son hasn't like used all my batteries up. No, here we go. We just turned it on. Now watch carefully. Okay, it's just warming up. You see this here? See my hand? You actually have video. You can monitor the video that you're recording in this little tiny screen here. Matter of fact, let me just do like this. See? So anyways, there's my hand there. See, so that is just that just means so much more to me as a human being than R4 or all those cryptic codes that we have here. And so what's great about this is that that you're getting the shot that you're looking for. You set this camera up and you look right here in the display. It's a nice clear, crisp display. It shows you battery. It shows you if you're shooting stills or shooting video. It says what percentage you have remaining of record time. And then what you can do if you want to make changes, you just click the menu button. And then you just sort of sort through. For video, for photos, you can go through here and go into the settings. Oops, I just turned the menu off. So let me see. Let's go back up here. Settings. And so you set your video options, camera options, sound options, all that stuff. So we can go back over here to menu and get back out of there. Boom, we're right back. Whoops, missed my microphone up there. So I mean, it's just so self-explanatory, and it's one of those things where if I said, "Hey, Dad, look what I got! I've got you these cameras here. Why don't you use one of them to record some video?" This one here, the one with the awesome picture, high definition, is not going to be used, or you're not going to have footage that you can use because it's just that hard to figure out. But this one here, it leaves nothing to chance. Everything is just, an excellent user interface. Like I said, remote controllability. The only downfall to this camera, to the X170, is the fact that it's standard definition. And we'll show you some of the video comparing the X170 to the Hero. One thing I can tell you, though, that in the benefit of Drift Innovations, is that they have a new high-def version of this camera. So to me, I want to get my hands on the high-def version and see what the outcome is, and see if does it bury the standard. Does it push this out of the out of the water? They're trying to make improvements on this. Recently, they added firmware which allows you to hook up an external monitor so that you could monitor what you're doing while you're recording. But it's just not practical. Who's going to ride around with the monitor and have the monitor have a chance of it falling in the water or breaking or whatever, when here, waterproof, monitor built in, and like I said, right now the only thing this is lacking is camera quality. Other interesting things about the X170, if you look here, is let's say you have it mounted on a handlebar, and right now if I have it mounted on a handlebar this way, the video's upright. Now, if you wanted to mount it on the handlebar this way, the video would be shooting sideways. And so, you would think, oh, now I've got to go into my video editing software and tilt it. No, basically this tilts here. See that? So that now sets the video upright, which is pretty innovative thinking there. The microphone is here. It's beyond this little rubber eardrum, so to speak, and basically for your memory card goes right in here. Batteries go right in here, and this seals shut, and that's it. That's it. So let's go look at some video. And you can see the difference in the quality between the two. Unfortunately, it's not going to be apples for apples, because like I said, here we're messing with HD, here we're messing with standard definition, and I think if the HD version comes close to what we have here, that we have a clear winner. And then the only thing I would love to see in the X170 is what this one has with 60 frames a second. So you have the capability to download the photos or download the imagery, and adjust it in your video editing software and get some really cool slow-mo shots that you can't do with this one yet. And we'll keep an eye on these guys and see if they manage to stick that in the HD version. So let's go look at some video. Okay. So yeah, right now this video is in the same position that I was with the laptop. Actually, if I hold it right about there. And so you can get an idea for the quality that we're seeing with the HD Hero. And of course you can see this is much wider. You're going to get so much more field of view with something like this. It's a little more close to what you have with human vision as far as the width of your peripheral view. So now let's take a look at what we're getting from the X170. All right, so here we go. I just hit the remote here, and we've started recording. So I can see exactly what I want to point the video at. Right now I'm just putting the video camera up near where the other camera is so you can see sort of the width of the peripheral view. This camera is a bit bigger, I have to say, than this tiny camera here. The width is about the same, but it's a smaller package. And you can see now the clarity difference between these two video cameras. So like I said, in the quality aspect, it's just going to be hard to beat the HD Hero right now. But as far as what we're expecting from Drift Innovations with whatever the X170, the high-def version is, I mean, I'm really looking forward to testing that one out. And hopefully you'll find one that you like, one that's easy to use, one that has good quality video, and one that you can use to record and share the joys of scootering. All right, well, thanks for following, and we'll be in touch with more gift ideas for this holiday season. See ya.
Hi.
Okay, who are you?
Santa Elf.
Okay, Santa Elf, let's go. What are you going to show me today, Santa Elf?
The big fat spider and the pecan tree.
Show me.
And the girl scarecrow and the boy scarecrow, who is more like Raggedy Andy. And there's him. Him. Big fat spider. Look.
Okay. Oh, you're right.